This is off topic a little bit, but if you don't already have Blunty's spreadsheet, you should go ahead and bookmark that. He's got links to other helpful stuff on there as well. So, all right, easiest way to level up your bottom fishing is to bottom fish. I would suggest going for high bite rate. If you have premium, obviously use your happy hour. There does seem to be something to catching large sizes of the type of fish you're catching. So in other words, if let's say you're going for bream because there's a good bite rate, and the bream spot you're fishing in is you're getting a lot of like 2-3 kilo bream. The idea is it seems like you have a better chance of hitting a skill point level on those than if you were catching a bunch of 1 kilo bream or 500 gram bream. Oftentimes when you hit a trophy, jeez Louise, man. So anyway, anything else? Use different rig types. Sometimes that seems to help. It's not easy. That's the other thing. Yo, my dog creates. My dog creates. Happy early birthday. Check your Discord DMs. That's the official answer. Any tips on this catfish and old berg? Yes! Mole crickets is the answer, actually. Mole cricket seems to simplify that process significantly. Use mole crickets. And I caught mine in that hole that's just directly west of the fort. So you go out of the fort, but you don't cross over the bridge. You go to the left there. There's a hole directly west of the fort. I think it was in there where I caught all three. Well, no, I caught catfish, burbot. I ended up getting an eel near the shore. But I gotta be honest, when I did all of the challenges, I think there's been like a full-fledged reset since there, hadn't there? It was this 5-meter hole. This is where I caught the catfish. Normal fin. It's going well. How are you doing? All right, 1 second, guys. I got to make a quick phone call. Sorry about that, y'all. Professional streamer here. My bud that I was planning on hanging out with, I just found out that like our schedules just are in conflict a little bit, so it's totally fine. So what was that app I opened, Stealthco? Unfortunately, I don't think you can get that app anymore, and the app no longer works in terms of it's no longer. It used to be connected to like this server, so you could see other people's spot information, and it was something you had to purchase from a somebody on Discord. They actually created it and sold it on Discord. So anyway, I don't think it's available anymore, though. At least that's my understanding. If somebody knows different, let us know. There is RF4 info. Is it rf4info.com, rfo.info? I don't know. That website has some of the same functionality, though. Oh, let me read what Blunty's answer to that question is, because I never know how to. Premium time happy hour doubles the premium time bonus. Catch a variety of fish and sizes. Use the latest rigs on the skill you're leveling. If one skill stalls, try using another for a while. There you go. Love it. Yeah, so I've gotten a little tricky with the YouTube series. I've actually recorded a bunch, and I just changed the time, so they're going to be coming out a little more quickly moving forward. Not as many days in between them. Basically, I just had to figure out some way to reward people that actually subscribe or join membership-wise on YouTube. So if you're a member to my YouTube channel, you actually get all the videos as soon as they're posted. Otherwise, I schedule them for a couple days in advance, sort of thing. So, I mean, there's actually 8 or 9 episodes already in the can, so to speak. And so if you're a member on the YouTube channel, you would actually have access to all those. That being said, specifically what you're working on, I haven't even done in the series yet because I've gotten way off. I've gotten down to the like harder challenges and they're just not happening. And so I've tried to get more focused on just like making silver and leveling up and that kind of stuff. So we'll see. But if I was you, I would see if you can get your hand on either grasshoppers or maybe try maggots or something for those chub. rf4.info, thank you. There you go. Size 4 hook with grasshopper. That's what I would try on winding. Absolutely. Kiksa, greetings. Oh, that's awesome, Blunty. You can whisper it if it's something I need to actually share with people, but that's awesome. I'm glad you're working on that. I can't wait to see how it turns out. Yeah, no worries, Mighty. And I honestly hate to even do that. I didn't know another way to incentivize membership. And I may end up going back on that, changing my mind. But regardless, even before memberships came along, I've always recorded those and then scheduled them to release, 2 or 3 days later kind of thing, most often. I just like to spread them out a little bit. So like if I can record a couple over the weekend and then they can come out that next work week, it's like content feels like it's more consistently coming out on the channel, if that makes sense. You got a 1.49 chub on the grasshopper. Whew. That is close. Oh, totally, Blunty. If you just like release 3 in one day, the amount of traffic you're going to get and the amount of recommendations you're going to get is so much lower. Totally true. Same with shorts, of course. Corner maggots. Here, I'll tell you in just 1 second. All right, my dog. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully see you tomorrow. All right, let's look at this website. Why the heck are you activating now? Is it time of day? Is it 7 o'clock? Yeah, 7 o'clock. All right, what was the website? Hold on, let me think about what that website was. I think I have it bookmarked, right? Yeah, it's like RF4 stats. All right, I'm gonna post this link in as well in case you end up liking the look of this one. You have to relog. I wish I had to relog. I mean, it's so nice to be able to choose. Oh, it's double activation? Is that what happened? Caddisfly was working for Chubb. Interesting. That was the weird thing. I think I called Chubb on accident. But again, that was before reset, right? All right, let's look at 29 kinds of fish here on winding. You definitely be on, I think it's definitely easier on winding. Chubb, let's look at 18 baits. So records, so redworm, get it at the right depth. What redworm could work. Fly, now remember, fly is a little misleading. Chubb definitely like the fly, but so many people are fishing with fly that it's like it's bound to happen kind of thing. And then there's just a lot of other random stuff. Caddisfly is on the list, but in terms of record weight, it's pretty far down the list. So I don't know if this actually helps that much. I guess that's within the last day. Let's extend. No, that was 2 days. Let's go to like 7 days just to see what it says. Caddisfly, fly, dung beetle, cockchafer, grasshopper. So more stuff on there that you would expect to be on there, I guess. Yeah, Chubb on accident seems to happen a lot. Yo, what's up, Casimir? That's right. That's a good point, Ephraim. All right, Casimir. I'm drinking coffee. Almost always coffee. Coffee or water is typically what I'm drinking. But if I'm drinking water, it's out of the jug. What is a scarab? Dung beetle? What's a scarab? Dung beetle? Okay. Diving or dung? Why I can't hear metal bells on my feeders again? Wait, so you're using your feeders, you have the bells installed, and you can't hear them? Have you checked your audio settings? Do you have, like, something turned down? I mean, this game doesn't have the ability to just turn feeder sound or bell sounds, bite indicator sounds down, so that's probably not it. Yeah. Not that you can't catch it on 18, but it's definitely going to be like, I would say like bycatch or an exception. If you have that small of a hook, if you have a little larger hook, you're going to catch less of the smaller stuff and maybe focus more on the possibility of catching a chub. Dung beetle, gotcha. When you open your audio options, it triggered me to instantly look at my rods. Oh yeah, sorry about that. You can hear alarms, just not bells. Yo, I have no idea, Casimir. Does anybody know why Casimir would hear alarms beeping, just not bells? I mean, has this been going on for a while? Or, yeah, is it like a restart issue? What is going on? Is it wind? Oh, yeah, there's some wind. You've tried both bells. You got 1.5, 4 times in a row with dung beetle. Yeah, the problem is if it's like a low to mid-level player, they're not going to have dung beetle, right? Not purchasable. You have to gather it. Isn't that right? What would I have told you to address that and it worked? It's so weird because, like, I just really don't remember that ever happening to me. You've tried taking them on and off because you've tried 2 different bell types. I have no idea. I can't remember anything, Casimir. What's up, Royal? Good job, Mighty. Glad you got it. You know how some of y'all were here for this when I was like writing up or typing out like all of the challenges I still need? This is where I typed them all out that day when we were going through them all. Well, like, I think it was yesterday, I saw a post where somebody caught, it was a feeder challenge. Somebody caught like the regular Kudum or something on Octuba trophy. And I was like, all right, let's go set up and give this a try. And I was doing other stuff while fishing, so it wasn't like as painful as it could have been. But I caught 3 fish in like just under 2 hours, and none of them were Kudum. It was like, that's the thing about going after challenges. You can get into some pretty boring situations. Hope you sleep well, Casimir. So far, it's definitely mixed bag. Like, we've caught some small saithe. We can turn into bait if we want to. That's a throwaway cod. That place is good. Both places pretty good, pretty healthy. We got 1 mackerel. I think it might be a little better during daytime hours overall, but we'll see. It needs to get a little better or we're going to be moving somewhere else or changing up what we're fishing with. You have stopped going for the challenges? Decent saithe, 6.7. Okay with that. Yo, Bomar, welcome back. Oh, sounds good, Casimir. I know. I wish I'm tempted to go for carp tonight. I don't know. Like I wanted to make a little money on Norway, but I don't necessarily want to do this the whole time. If there's something else, I need to just scroll through VK spots and see if anything else draws my attention. Bear's been pretty good lately, right? What the heck's going on? Hasn't Bear been pretty good? Dude, how is Killers of the Flower Moon $20 to rent? To me, if a movie costs you $20 to watch at home, you need to actually sort of own that movie. I mean, like, you need to be able to watch it whenever you like. All right, let me get to VK here, and then we can be scrolling between casts. Oh, Dan says, spent near 1 hour trying to land a small 10-meter away, and I couldn't get in, breaking my gear. Sorry, y'all have all of a sudden like had all of these messages. Chat, I'm like so far behind in chat. Let me see what this fish is. This is just another sculpin, right? Yeah, all right. First of all, let me catch up with chat. All right. So Royal feels like wasting money by paying for premium because of bite rate. Interesting. Many carp trophies in amber. That's a good sign. All right. Oh, trying to land a Halley 10 meters away. So you ended up not getting it. I'm letting my reels get fixed and I'm going back after some carp. That sounds fun. Where are you fishing for carp at? Psychopius. Are you at Bear or where are you? Amber? But before I was angry when I caught 23. Yeah, that's the thing with those big frames and leathers or whatever. They feel like, oh, this is going to be a trophy something. And then it's not quite. Do I lock it up? Just get it in? I think so. What is this, like a cusk or something? I mean, it's so slow. All right, now it's moving a little bit. Premium kills bite rate. Not to my experience. I do not feel like premium kills bite rate for me, but look, there's so many variables in this game that's why you'll hear so many different theories, opinions, beliefs about lots of different things. Oh, it's just a little like tame cod. It was such a chill cod, like he didn't want to go anywhere, he just wanted to chill. Can't we all just chill? He said. So it was a trophy halibut. That is so frustrating. All right, what are we doing here? We're going to scroll through VK just for a minute while we're fishing. All right, what do we have here? We have rainbow trout, but not because it's like a great bite rate, but because it's a challenge. Trophy cusk. That's interesting. Out on the 80 bank. We're getting a lot of safe. It's interesting. The safe has moved back in. A lot of safe at 34. All right, here's scaly carp at amber. And this is using, I can't tell. It looks like neutral and maybe tutti frutti. So they got a trophy common. Everything else that I'm seeing in their net is non-trophy. It does look like a pretty good bite rate though. All right, here's somebody that is, wait, what is this post about? It looks like they're trying to go for char. It doesn't matter how long I sit on this point, the trophy is not given. RMB and control with small RMB. Okay, so I'm not sure what he's saying because of the translation issues. Maybe there's a challenge with char that I'm not remembering. Oh, look, they're using, is that, that's wacky. So is it a wacky challenge that has to do with char? That's what I'm guessing. All right, here's a post about the 41 meter hole at Norway. If we get tired of fishing 34, by the way, it does look like 41 is also very helpful. Healthy. This person made some good silver. Although a lot of the same fish we're catching here, obviously. Saith, pollock, plaice, sculpin. A lot of the same ones. All right, I better catch up with chat because I've just said a lot of things. People might have made comments. Bear's been great, relatively. Yeah, that's what I've heard. What's up, Mystic? Sorry it took me so long. I've been swinging back and forth between VK and then catching up with chat. I don't know. You had 60 kilo line and it wasn't happening. I got you. Honey 20 from Christmas with Tutti Free 20 work for you. Okay, yeah, that's what I saw in VK actually. Tutti Frutti plus neutral or Tutti Frutti plus Tutti Free. That's been posted on VK about amber. There you go. Just $1. Any tips for getting the 5 kilo Timon? Do you have a squirrel? Oh, okay. Speed 10, that should be good. I think I did it with the store-bought, whatever the default hook size, so I don't think I changed my hooks. Again, I did that challenge, 1 cast Timon. But there may have been a reset since then, I'm not sure. I did retrieve speed at 35 with squirrel and straight retrieve. Yeah, I definitely did slower than that. 72 just outside of 34 is good. 72. Oh, really? Using the same kind of stuff, Dan? Biggest black is on Old Berg. Wait, that's not weird. The challenge. So many people have been fishing carp at Old Berg, right? I cast Timon. There's a 40 kilo that was caught at Old Berg. That's amazing. Foam rubber fish. It's a chill, relax silver farm session. Is it better than 34? I'm trying to figure out, like, or do you feel like you fished 34 out or something? Because, you know, 70, I'm just thinking like, okay, if you're catching a lot of them off the bottom, it's taking twice as long to sink to 34. You know what I mean? But maybe it's a little better. Are you north of 34? Like out where the number of 72 is, northeast? I guess you are getting a lot of on the drop. I mean, this bite rate is so good right now. If it's like this all day, this will be a heck of a silver farm. You just been going to 72. Interesting. I haven't heard that, Dan. That's cool. That is like totally outside of my like conscientious. Oh, my awareness. I haven't heard that. All right. Here's a bear. Here's the first bear post I've seen, and this was from today at 2:43 Russian time. I'm assuming. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what the time is on this? 55:31, 17 clip. Looks like they are catching trophy grass, regular common, regular mirrors, one leather. We do need a leather, like a huge leather on a picker rod, right? Isn't that a challenge that I still need? Something like that. A 30 kilo on a, it's another nice saith. We're getting some nice saith here. Oh, Stoneman88 says, what lures are you using? I'm using Lurker 108, white plastic rattle, white fire tube, a fillet strip of saith, 3/0 hooks with a tiny fish 4002, natural shrimp 1301, and a foam rubber fish handmade 004. Largest fish so far was caught on the tiny fish. Second largest, tiny fish. Third largest, lurker. Well, more importantly, what was the American place caught on? Lurker 100.8. Interesting. Let's see. 55:31 with all raspberry. Let me see if that's what the post says. That looks like, yeah, it looks like it could be all raspberry. It's also method, which is also exciting. I like to see a good method post. I wonder if they posted the amount of silver in this net, though. They did not. 78 fish, good variation. The only thing I don't see, there's some leathers, there's some mirror, there's really everything. There's just no black carp. No black carp that I'm seeing. Okay, here's another quarry post. Just lake trout, probably challenges related. Ooh, and here at, what map is this? Mosquito? Wait, is this a solid bleak spot at Mosquito? Hold on, let me look at their net. It actually looks like it is. They have a, wait. They have a rare trophy bleak at Mosquito. I really, frankly, didn't even know that was possible. 169 gram bleak at Mosquito. And they leveled up on the fish to 58.6% float fishing. All right, Dan says, very top corner of E7. Oh, gotcha. Always get it on drops. That's cool. 9 out of 10 posts on bear were that. Okay. What's up, Kluby? Fishing's going well. How are you doing? On bear a few days ago, crayfish tails were catching so much of barbels, but don't have any. Only got 10. Used them up. Well, did you do any experimenting? I mean, if crayfish tails were working, I wonder if there were any like, you know, seafood flavored boilies or anything that also would have worked. Left corner. Oh, left corner. E7 left corner. I got you. Yeah, there's more room there. That makes sense. Glad to hear you're doing well, Glooby. Yeah, so this is Mosquito 8565, which is down in that like lower right corner where there's a really nice Crucian Gibble spot down there as well. But this person is killing it, getting some good bleaks. I mean, it's just good to know for cafe orders. Hopefully I'll remember that for the leveling series, because that is a nice little spot. There occasionally are those bleak orders at Mosquito that are kind of nice to go after. Here's another amber spot with a big old trophy ghost carp on the front of it. So what did you catch them on? Oh, 2D again, right? I think this is neutral 20 from the fair and 2D 18. So it looks like that's going to be classic hair rig with 2D PVA. I mean 2D dip. They were using a pod, whatever you call it. They were throwing out the PVA ground mix, which is amazing. Imagine catching a trophy ghost carp before you've even unlocked PVA. They only had that and a leather. I mean, it looks like they didn't fish for a long time. I mean, where is this? 169.83. That's under the oak, right? Huh, wonder what the bite rate is over there. Has anybody tried fishing under the oak today with the 2D neutral stuff? Ooh. Oh, is that right? Dan, you were there for the whole comp? That's cool. We're almost there. I've almost drifted there. You got a trophy Starvis without PVA? Wow, nice. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about, I mean, the hard part is that it's, you know, slow trying to gather the bait if you've even gotten to 100% on bait harvesting so that you can gather it. But if you can get a steady stream of crawfish, it is very reliable to catch tench and I guess barbel sometimes too. And there's 83 145 again. Most amber posts that I've seen have been 83 145, but that under the oak spot does look interesting. I mean, that's mostly what I'm seeing. I think I've almost gotten down to the end of today's posts. Ooh, Atlantic herring. You love to see it. You got a 34 Bluetooth common without PVA? Nice. I mean, I've had PVA unlocked since soon after Amber came out. Not immediately, but pretty soon. So has been a while since I've fished for carp for at least an extended amount of time with just spod rod or something like that. Yo, what's up, Emil? Is there no fish a week? I don't know, actually. You want a big carp so much? Did I say Bluetooth? I probably did. I think at least 50% of the time I say Bluetooth when talking about the rare trophies. All right, so this is Atlantic herring trophy, and it's on 34. It's clear that they're going for the small fish. What do they have on here? Lurker 107, so that's the blue one, and then all 7.5 shrimp. I mean, I can't blame them. Like, it's such good silver. You don't do much damage, if any, to your gear. It's very good bite rate. They caught 5 Atlantic herrings in an hour. And then a ton of sardines. A couple of random sorries. So you got to be okay with catching a lot of sardines. It looks like. For right now on 34. It's pretty cool though. I mean, I really like catching those Atlantic herring. It's just fun. You use slingshot? Gotcha. Norway killed your carp fishing. I mean, it's tough. The silver is really nice at Norway. So if you have your eyes set on trying to save for something in particular, you have to like really push that thought out of your mind of like, man, I could be making more silver right now. If what seems fun to you though is carp fishing, take a break from Norway for sure. Yama float fishing is active. Wow. What's the current spot there, Emil? I mean, have you done it today? I did it like back on day 1 or 2, I think, when it was first like getting to be pretty known. But I haven't been back much. 145, 141, clip 25. That's the second spot, right? I feel like that's not the first spot that came out. This this thing is so old. Yama's not even on this this app, by the way. That's cool. I mean, I'm still not at 100% float, believe it or not. What am I at now? 98.6. Wait, what does that mean? Bolo 8 meters. What does that mean? Yeah, what bait are you using? That's a good question too. Bolo 8 meters. Oh, how long the bolo rod is. Okay, and that gets to clip 25. Yeah, I got you. And then what bait and hook size are you using? Have you had any trophies, by the way, Emil? Hook size 1? Yeah, I think that's what I was doing at least the first day. You got the Dolly trophy? That's awesome. So let's see, you got the Dolly trophy. So are you doing mayfly larva and grasshopper? Or what are you using? I'm trying to think what the Dollies were coming in on most often. You got a trophy Masu sedentary yesterday on grasshopper. That's awesome. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I mean, that's the combo I used the very first day I went out there, but that was at a different spot. But that bait combo sounds familiar. With size 1 hook, most of the fish are markers. Got you. That's awesome, Foking. Trophy Masu sedentary. That is amazing. There's a pollock. And are any of these, seems like the bolo, 5 different fish. Oh, yeah. Worm. A fish weighing at least 3 kilos using insect and bolo rod. Using insect, I mean, that would be the dung beetle. Like you could try to get a 3 kilo one just on dung beetle maybe to hit that one. And then 3 trophies using the bolo rod. I was just looking at the challenges that potentially get congruent with fishing in that spot. So what are you fishing? I'm level 33. What bank is good to farm? Kluby, I would say both 34 and 41 are amazing right now. Some people are also out here controller Dan's fishing 72, kind of up in this E6, but I mean 34 and 41 are great if you just want to stay shallow. Emil says check Discord. Okay, cool. I see it. So dung beetle on top. Yeah, what kind of, okay, so 10 kilo fluorocarbon leader. I like that you're using the Tagara. Boy, that Tagara is worn out. However, it does not matter since it's got so much more strength than the setup. You're using 39 kilo line, also worn out, and then a 10 kilo fluorocarbon leader. That's funny. You can tell that even the leader's pretty worn. You can tell you did a lot of fishing in that spot. Mandatory need big reel to keep the line tight and hook fast. Put 300 meters. You need 300 meters? Okay. Cool. All right, we are at 42 fish. With a 100-meter, you lost some fish. Oh, interesting. Okay. So big reel allows you to have the full 300 meters, huh? So either, I wonder if you could put mono on, like a big reel. If it's smaller mono size, it'll be thinner. You might get 300 meters, or you could just do braid. Agent Sibby, thanks for the follow. By the way, Kluby, I mean, you can get saithe or mackerel bait if you want, obviously. These banks, though, I mean, I think to successfully farm on these banks, you don't necessarily need the saithe and the mackerel bait. Oh, really? Bites on 2-0 hooks? Although maybe the bait helps if you don't have drop shot unlocked yet and you're just using stuff up top. Maybe the bait does help with the bite rate then. I'm not sure. You're level 34. So you are the level, I mean, you're at the level where you can come farm at Norway now.
Challenge. Challenge accepted.
Yo, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the sub, Agent Sibby. I'm assuming you're coming over from YouTube, but either way, thank you so much. Thanks for the support. Yeah, let's go for sure. Welcome to the stream. So Emil, what do you do? What do you do at night? You're gonna try crayfish bowlies? Yeah, at night. Are you still fishing through the night? Spinning? I don't understand. Spinning with slingshot. Hold on. I didn't mean to call the submarine. Oh, I did hit P. That's my fault. What's this? What's the slingshot? Do you mean Ciberlino? What do we mean here? Oh, the handmaid? What are we calling the slingshot? Huh, black spoon. Black spoon, that would be called the what is the submarine doing here? Slim shot. Oh, the slim shot. Wait, does that work good? Is it the 15 size or the 28 or what? I don't know about this. Slim shot, huh? I'm trying to think like, okay, if it's the 15, you got to have something that casts 15. Actually, I think the Evora casts 15. 28's a little easier to get out there, but either way, that's cool. So that's working good at night. And that's a spoon. So what are you doing? Like stop and go or 15? Okay. Retrieve with 30 speed. Wow. I am so curious. So what fish, what's the fish you're catching most often you doing that? You were AFK a lot? 30, slim shot 15. Because the float fishing gets almost non-existent at night, right? Yeah, I mean crayfish boilies for those could work instead of crayfish, but also like, you know, squid or crab. I mean, any of the fishy ones sometimes will work. That might be a good use of that website to see the last few days. What are the barbel baits at Bear? Dominic says, yo, M-Dog, how are you? I'm good. How are you doing? You put a new screenshot in Discord. Okay. I just can't believe how much silver you've made there in the last 5 days. I mean, I don't know how much time you put in, but... Yeah, what's up, Turbot? Ooh, blunt-snouted linnet. Oh, there's some nice... Oh, you got some Chinooks and stuff, huh? Man. What size leader are you using on the... They don't show any boilies. That's too bad. Oh, thanks for joining, Dom. 38 kilo. That stinks. So you checked that website though about RF4 stat. Let's see. So we're trying to go bear, barbel, 4 baits, diced potatoes, chafer larva. But what if we go parameters and extend it for a week? All right, the top boilie is, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Top boilie is squid and squid flavor red. So it looks like, it might be like, are there squid pellets? It might be like squid pellets and squid flavor red corn. Huh. It's interesting. Your girlfriend locked your reel. I'm just seeing that. Oh, 20 hours a day. Wait, you said 20,000. So Why is that math so hard for me? That sounds like that should be really easy math. So 20 hours a day. Wait, you're not sleeping much, by the way. 20,000 divided by 5 is 5. So that's 5,000 in 20 hours. That's 250 silver per hour. Do I try with king crab or with squid and fish dip? Oh, I'd do squid to start off with, I think. Ooh, you bought 3 TI, so now you need to refarm 120K. Are you farming it at Norway or where are you farming it? That's a big farm. If you're talking about trophy barbel on bear, I got mine on squid and herb 16 red squim corn. There you go. There you go. There's some good intel. Thank you, Ephraim. Yeah, Norway. Okay, cool. You're already 20K in. Nice. Another turbot. No, this European place. That's a nice one, actually. I don't know why. I'm afraid I'm going to get there and it's going to be like, I'm going to get tired of it really quick, but it actually does sound really enticing to go like spend a day, an hour at Yama, just see what we get. Man, this dab, that's awesome. We've gotten some interesting fish. It's not consistent, but we've gotten some interesting fish. Let's see what that... Yeah, change of scenery is nice. We'll see what that cafe order was. I don't know if all of these are still available, but before I left the dock, we had 2 European place over 800 grams. That's got a ton of time left, so that'll still be there, and that's, I think we have that easy, right? Well, we do. I mean, easy is exaggerating, but we do have it. 1 pollock at 1.5. Yeah, definitely have that. Blue whiting, not at all. There's that 4 saith over 3 kilo for 100 silver. So we're actually gonna hit it pretty big just on cafe. Now we don't have the sculpin, redfish, cusk, or obviously not a trophy spotted wolffish, but if a lot of those orders are still active, we'll do pretty good. Ooh, we've been out here just over an hour, huh? Okay. Well, this might be a good opportunity. I mean, gave it a good fish here. Might be a good time to go try something different for a little while. I tell you what. Yeah, I might try that, Emil. I will say this, like, you know, I'm not saying that you should do this or whatever, but unlocking the free travel to Norway has made it so much easier for me to be willing to go try different things, knowing that I'm not setting myself back that much silver just to get back here. So like to go try an hour somewhere or whatever, it's just psychologically I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Let's go do it. Where, I mean, truthfully, you make enough silver at Norway that it was still always worth it to come back. The travel cost doesn't take too long for you to make back that travel cost, but now I can go and just, you know, even if I'm like, well, I might be back in an hour or two, like that's okay. Like it's free to travel here, so. All right. Oh, did you tell me, oh, 38 kilo was the, is how strong of a leader you have, right? For your slim shot? I think that's what you were answering with that. Okay. Oh, that's awesome, Mighty. And that is a really good silver XP farm. I mean, according to what level you are, but. All right, let's hope some of these cafe orders are still active. Yeah, we definitely did not do any of those. Oh, I think this means one of them went away because that beaked redfish wasn't there. Yeah, we lost one. That's okay. We still got two very nice ones. The Saith one rolled off. That was going to be 100 easy silver. But still, that's 150. 150 plus another 521. So 620, 670 silver. For some pretty light fishing. Very little damage, if any, to the equipment. You always love to see that. You're only level 12. Oh my goodness, that's very, very good. Where did you get the flies, by the way? How did you get flies, Mighty? All right, so we could set up an Evora casting. The question is, which one of these do I want to use? You said big leader. What's the biggest leader I have that I can put on here? Maybe I'll do 35. You made 70 silver plus 20 silver for bleak, so 75 silver on those bleak. And slim shot 1502. I have 2-aught hooks. That might not be good, huh? It looks like, oh, actually, it looks like it is a pretty big hook. Well, at least on the 2-aught. I guess it is 2-aught. Is that default? No, that can't be default, can it? 90 silver on the bleak. Yeah, that's great. Let's look. Let's look in the store. I don't feel like that's default, but I could be wrong. Let's see what these come with, hook wise. Yeah, they come with. Wait, what? You have 1-aught? Okay. Is this spot straight south from camp? Oh, freaking kidding me. Yeah, that's where I thought. Thank you. I thought that's where it was. Okay. Oh, no, I meant to keep that. Hold on. It just makes it easier to do this. All right, there it is. And then secondly, we need that bolo rod. What's the best bolo rod I have? All right, that one's 8 meters. That's 5 meters. That's the point. So I need this. No, that load capacity is only 6.2. So how important is the 8 meter length? Which one are you using? Oh, the Rebellion. That's a nice one. Why would the 8 meter length be important though? It helps for the hooking. How fast you hook the fish? That's correct, Mighty. The higher the level you get, the more often it does not. God, these rebellions. I just can't do that. All right, we're doing a 10 kilo. We're doing a 10 kilo thing. So we just need one that has 10 load capacity. And we'd rather it have 12, but. All right, here we go. 10.5, that's one option. It's still 1,000 silver though. 10.3 is 1,200. All right, these are 14. It's 2,000. The event has a nice bolo rod. I just don't know if I want to spend silver on a bolo rod. I have such nice match rods. All right, I have to go down in load capacity a little bit, but that does help. It's only 6 meters long though. All right, let's just try it with the one that I have for now. It's not like I'm committing to 5 days of this like you did. We just want to try it out a little bit. All right, what's my load capacity is 8.1. Where is this here? All right, so that means we definitely need braid. Not that. Like, how about this? Braid, blue. How about this one actually, because it can have a little bit of wear on it. All right, that's way more than 300. I don't know, we'll see. I was doing pretty well on it. Now, the other thing I might run into though is test. You've got a pretty massive thing. Let's see if this is, oh, you're using fixed float. You know, it's actually nice for the challenges to use the bolo rig, at least a little bit, but I'll start off with what you're using. I just think this might be too heavy. Nope, we're good. We are actually good. Let's just see how I do. If I'm missing a ton of bites, then, you know, might change my mind. here we go. We're going to Yama. Where are you casting in the direction that you're facing on that little map you put on Discord? By the way. Oh, real quick, let's look at the cafe just for fun. In case anybody needs to see the Yama Cafe. Not a whole lot of stuff that we're catching other than, I mean, the Yuji, if they're active down there, possibly. Grayling also, I guess, possible. All right, here we go. Okay, you changed the direction. Oh, yeah, you said 25 clip. Did you tell me depth? I don't remember if we talked about depth. I took a notes on what you said, though. 54. Oh, interesting. That's weird. That's a more shallow than I'm used to, but this is a different spot. All right, let's go. And this is 30 speed, constant retrieval. And this is actually what we're starting with. I can't remember. Can I run through the woods? I think so. We'll probably, what, switch over about 5 a.m., 6 a.m., something like that? I really need to get something to drink. But I want to cast this at least one time, just kind of see what it seems like. 145, 141. Straight south. Okay. All right, here we go. I don't know how far it's supposed to go, but that didn't look like it went very far. It is probably a little light on the test. Not really. Oh, what about test of the reel? Oops. It's a reel problem. Get it? All right, I got to try these other reels. I probably have a reel that is still very strong and has a better test. Yeah, that one would be better. That one's not really strong enough, but it still would be better. What's the rocket jet test? Oh yeah, I think that's gonna be the answer, actually. Both strength and distance on the cast. Oh my gosh, it's so much farther. Holy cow. Oh, interesting. Yeah. I mean, Corey does change day to day a lot, doesn't it? I mean, sometimes people go there and they're like, oh, Corey's awful. But if they stay that second hour, or if they had been 2 hours later when they gone, you know what I mean? Like, Corey is one of those places where so much can change. Boom or bust. Yeah, I think weather does affect it, and I don't know what other factors, whatever it is. It's kind of like Bear. Bear is that same way for me. Some of those lower level or mid-level places definitely have that that same sort of thing going. You call it 6 Cory char, each more than 5 kilo. Wow, that's awesome. It used to be better for you a year ago. You feel the same with Bear? Yeah, I do too. Bear needs a shop. Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe you should be able to, like, have something mailed to you at Bear. So you can like go in and order it, but you have to pay like 10% extra for shipping or something. We are in the dead zone of the night, to be fair. All right, let's go ahead and let me get a drink real quick. And then I will come back and we'll keep fishing here. I can just like, I just know that first fish on float we're gonna miss. I can just feel it coming. What's up, Seismic? I'm like, yo, Grats on level 36 pain train. I have not had a single fish. Like, if you did not tell me that this was going to work, I would have given up so long ago casting this at night. And then I think, what if you just like made it up? I asked you what you did at night, and you were like, I'll just tell him something. Yo, Seismic, you're so close. Do you have the squirrel? Is that what you're using? What needs to be listed on a wiki page for a water body? You've got a picture of the map, list of catchable fish, facilities like tackle, taxidermy, etc. You only caught one fish this night? Wait, is that what you caught on the lure? Oh, I guess it's time to switch to float, isn't it? The night is short, yeah. The night closes in. What time do you... Yeah, so you only do midnight to 4 a.m. I got you. You're still struggling. Interesting. So I feel like there may have been a reset since that last time, since I caught it, you know, one cast timing over here. So I'm not sure if that same spot is working anymore. I'm sure that you've tried that spot. I don't even remember what it was, but it was like right there in the middle near the tents, I think. All right, here we go. Switching to, so we are at 25 clip. Let's make sure this actually goes the distance. Oh, I don't know if it did. Sorry, that might have been loud too, by the way. I'm not sure that went the distance, y'all. Not sure we had a full cast. That's another advantage of a longer rod, is you're going to get longer cast. Plus, I just don't have any points in any of this. So all of those cast bonuses and stuff, I'm not getting any of them. What is my retrieval speed? Yeah, we're good. All right, here we go. Bite it. Take it. What's your chat channel? Oh, M-Dog Stream. Ooh, I think there's a fish. All right, I've got to turn my... Ooh, I love it, dude. 25K, decent silver. I got to turn friction brake down because I'm not sure yet kind of what I'm... what I'm going to be running into. Thank you and hope you can sleep well, exclamation point. How far do you let it go downstream? I know there may not be like an exact answer to that, but in the other spot, the first spot that popped up, I rarely got bites too far away from me, so I'm going to assume that it'll be similar here, and I'm going to pull it back in. Yo, you're at the same spot using match rods? Oh, yeah, I mean, I would prefer to do match for sure. However, I do have some challenges that are bolo specific that this could be relevant. Man, look how far. I mean, how fast that thing's drifting. Come on. Not too far? Okay. I feel like I'm not getting a far enough cast, maybe. I don't think it's going 25 meters. I think it's going like 20 to 22. Something like that. Mighty Miz, you want to catch a common carp, and in my opinion is the easiest way. But if you don't have a pretty strong telescopic, it's a bit scary. You're in the chat? Nice. I see you. Oh, you just caught a big dolly. You caught a big dolly already. Don't you think I'm not getting it far enough out there? Okay, now we're on this slower track. I don't know if I don't guess we're like dragging on the ground, but it's just not drifting as fast. Sort of depends on where it lands, I think. Come on. Somebody come grab that. And now you got a Masu sedentary. I mean, you're already like out catching me and it's early. All right, let's cast further up. Even though it's going to be shallower, it's going to be closer to shore. Maybe there's more bites up this way. You throw farther? Yeah, I'm sure you are throwing farther. I might have to switch to match or... Oh crap, I just lost sight of it and I thought it was under, but it wasn't. Thankfully I looked again. Like, I don't want to put points in fishing with a bolo rod, so... Does bolo rod and match rod actually go together on points? Match rod. Those have got to go together, right? They don't? Ugh. That's awful. Look how close in that was once it you put points in bolo. Yeah, I mean, that's helping you cast a lot further. And I don't think... I mean, I do have a 6. I don't know that that's going to help that much on casting distance, though. Yeah, I don't think it did. And it's harder to see this lure. I mean, this float. Whoa. Okay. Maybe that did just get far enough. That's a dolly. That's your dolly. Oh, that's a nice dolly. Okay. Let's get a little further out there. Okay, let's pump up the fun a little bit here, all right? We're going to fish with 2 rods. I've got to try the match and make sure I'm getting like at least one of them to the full distance, you know? Ugh, am I really going to do this? Line 2 and 3? How am I going to remember? Wait, do I have the right? I don't even have a leader on. Good grief. Take everything back. I've been fishing with just braided line. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Sometimes I just don't know. I'm just sitting here fishing with a braided line. Yo, Wolfie, what's up? Any nice fish? I actually did pretty well at Norway. About 700 silver 1 hour. Wait, is that right, chat? 600 silver? I'm counting with the cafe order. Can't remember what it was. The 2 cafe orders. It was something pretty decent, though. We did all right. Now we're at Yama, just trying to figure things out right now. But I do not like how hard it is to see this lure. I mean, this float. Use 30, 35. Daggum. That's a long clip. All right. See, I am not going to be able to remember this. I'll try, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Let's go with the, what's a fast reel? Caliber. Let's try it. We want to go a lot smaller than that, don't we? 11.6. And let's do the same baits. All right. 25, 54. I'm just gonna, for right now, I'm gonna do everything the same. All right. I should be able to. So this will show us the length. Yeah, I mean, you can tell that It looks like that clip is a little farther out. Let's see. I mean, we were close though, especially with the second float. All right. I have no idea where. Like, where is this float at? Oh, it's right there. All right, we have got to switch back to the other float that's at least visible. Gold's is good. All right. We at least can see this one a little bit. We definitely can see this one. Oh, I meant to change it. Okay, that's how much farther it's getting. Oh, you're freaking kidding me. But you could see the difference in the clip there on that cast. Which means we're just not getting quite far enough on the bolo. Oh, golds. I got you. Gold 80. Yeah. That would be good on speed, you're saying? Okay. All right, so let's go. Got to redo the clip. I really don't want it to be any farther away, if I'm being honest, because I don't want to have to reel it further. The only downside of fishing with multiple rods is when you're just not getting bites for a minute, it's like pulling them all back in is sort of it just takes time. I don't know what happened there. I threw the waggler. I mean, I threw the match rod like at such an angle away from shore, it didn't go very far at all. Yeah, just nothing. Just not catching anything right now. But it's probably my own fault. It's a bit dead for you too. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, that makes me feel better. It's just going through we're just having a slow day or something. Maybe it'll pick up at some point during the day. I mean, some days are just slow. Even at the best spots. All right, come on. One of y'all go under. Just give us a chance. I think I just got confused on which was which, by the way. All right, so if you're having a slow day as well, maybe I actually won't cast the other one this time. Let's just focus. Let's just focus and hope for a bite. Because technically, my best chance of getting a bite is to be able to get to it pretty quick. And it's, especially like this, it's drifting so fast. I mean, it's either going to happen really quick or it's not going to happen at all. Hey, you did get a grayling. East Siberian grayling. That's pretty cool. KC got the sedentary. So y'all are catching some fish. There's another Dolly Varden. Oh, you ghost lost a catfish? You're trying match for the first time, KC? That's awesome. Looks like you're doing a lot better than I am right now. Kind of want to just throw match for a second, actually. You're standing in the same spot? Well, that gives me hope. Maybe it'll pick up for me a little bit. It's been so long since I've seen a bite. I'm starting to think that that's not possible to get a bite. Even though I see you guys catching fish. I'm going a little further out. A little further out, a little deeper. I think we're at 80 centimeter depth. What is this going to be? Some microfish? Is this a minnow? Okay. I don't think I do have any spare grasshoppers. Oh no. That was for the old bird challenge and it got off? You goes, that stinks. Oh, it's getting a bite. I can't tell what's going on. It's getting a weird nibble. I think. Or did the depth of the spot just change or something? Not sure what that was. Let's go a little bit more shallow again, but keep it farther out. They bite like that a lot. Oh, if you see that nibble, just okay, I got you. So that was a nibble, you're saying? Huh, okay. Man, I'm used to these fish like just taking it. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, I guess I need to pay attention better. Well, that was really quick. Like, if I'm supposed to snatch it like that, I mean, that was... That was tough. Yo, nice linnet, KC. I'm not doing squat. I had a feeling. That's just so not far enough, is it? I cannot believe I'm going to have to buy a longer bolo rod. I mean, not even for this spot, but just in general to have for some of the challenges. I probably do need to for casting purposes. Or put a couple of points in it. But when you have match, the idea of putting points in bolo is kind of tough. And I don't even have points in match yet because of since the reset, I just haven't done a lot of match fishing. Last reset of points, which I guess was when Norway came out, maybe. All right, we finally got a bite a little bit past us, so that's interesting. No, I didn't notice that, Blunty. I don't know. That's interesting. I mean, they did add that thing where past years are now available. Maybe they wait to a certain point in the year, or have they? I mean, I don't even know. Like, have they reset it that quick previous years? All right, all of a sudden I'm starting to get bites. This is weird. White spotted char. When the weekly reset? Last Sunday is before the new year? Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, probably so. Look how close that is to us. Let's see if we can get a running cast. Oh. It's still really not that far out. It's still there's no way that's 25 meters away from shore. The bite rate is, for me at least, is way too slow to justify using more than one rod. I know that sounds weird, but the time it takes to reel them in this kind of situation, if bites aren't happening pretty frequently, then it's just like discouraging to feel like you're spending so much time reeling lines in and casting back out. That first day when that spot across it, right near camp popped up, and I was fishing with 3 match rods. I mean, you almost always had 2 bites of the 3 lines. So it didn't feel like too big a deal. A lot of times you'd have two fish on at the same time. Some days slower than others. Yeah, no, that's a good point. And that's what we were talking about earlier with Corey. Like, if you think, oh, I want to go fish Corey, and you just happen to go on a day that it's a little slower, you can get discouraged and be like, oh man, Corey's not that good right now. Well, you have way too small of a sample size to make that determination if you're basing that off of one day. Don't lose it. We're not catching enough fish to lose one. Just get on in here. What is that? Oh, it's a dolly, huh? 6.08. Oh, let me know about the Bimba if you get any at night. Bimba is always a fun fish to go for if they're pretty active. I haven't fished for Bimba in ages. Is that a sedentary? Yeah, 54,000 XP, by the way. So again, bite rate picking up a little bit, but with the match rod, I'm just able to cast further out there. Might be part of it. Maybe so. I can't remember about Vimba. It's just been so long. Are those mostly nighttime? I felt like some of those little small bream species do bite during the day, but I don't specifically remember about Vimba actually. He got 2 trophies. Okay. I mean, Vimba can be very streaky too. All right. So let's see what kind of species this is, because this basically just did what you're talking about. It gave one of those, like, it's a dolly. It gave one of those little, like, side bites, just looked like a little weird nibble. And instead of waiting, I hit it immediately. And it did catch it, but it was 713 grams, so it was just a really small fish. See, if that Dolly Varden 6 kilo dolly, if that had been on my bolo setup, I think that would have been enough for the challenge, unless it has to be on a bolo rig. I don't remember that part. There's another very small dolly. This actually feels like a Dolly Varden spot with some sedentary mixed in, at least for me right now. What challenge am I talking about? It's under the... I'll have to look in a second. Bolo match fishing. 3 trophies using bolo rod. Oof. Fish weighing at least 3 kilo using an insect and bolo rod. Hey, it's a grayling. So that one, if I wrote it down right, does not have to be bolo rig. It just has to be bolo rod. Did I just... No, I guess we're okay. Are you sure? 'Cause it felt like I hit that one just right. Yeah, that would be cool. Using the waggler floats on bolo. I'm not sure. I think I created the movement of the thing because it reached the end of the line. I had to open the bail, but what are we at here? Ooh. It's because of the... Man, you're like, I mean, with the leader, basically just fishing from the surface in some ways. Hey, hey, what's up? Just don't be a dolly this time. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I like dolly, but... Samu, thanks for the follow. Slice Spam, thanks for the stretching encouragement. Man, we're getting them. Getting them. Let's get after them. You're getting only Xanders. Oh, interesting. Not Vimba? Yo to you, Samus. What am I fishing for? Mostly, apparently, I'm fishing for Dolly Varden trout. Didn't know that that was going to be the primary fish. Catching a higher percentage of those than I expected, but it's been interesting. Trying to make this work. What would be nice is if we got a dolly on my bolo rod as big as the dolly we caught on my match rod. Because I think that would, since we have insects on, I think that would be enough for the challenge. Yeah, honestly, Mighty Miz, I mean, I think when you're at level 12, the only reason to get premium is if you are actually like leveling your bait harvesting or something like that so aggressively that it's getting to a point where even like doing the correct things is no longer getting you points reliably, and you want those extra happy hours to level that up. You need silver way more than you need XP at that point. So unless you're just wanting to support the development of the game and just want to have premium for other reasons, I don't think there's any reason to get premium until a much higher level. When all of, like when the skills that you're trying to level are a higher percentage than they are now. if that makes sense. And at some point, you sort of cross that threshold where you need so much XP per level that it's not just about making silver. It legitimately does start to be about getting XP as well. But that doesn't happen until you're mid to upper 20s, maybe, I would say. Right now, you just need silver. The XP is going to come, if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. Technically speaking, if you can get to some of the higher level maps more quickly, but you still have to be able to afford some kind of equipment to actually fish there. So how efficient have you been to like save for that specific equipment that you need to use to farm that specific fish species on a higher map? I mean, that just requires a lot of foreknowledge that a new player often wouldn't have. You know, in some ways, like the fastest way, if you're just trying to do the fastest way, it's probably something like, you know, getting very cheap but effective feeder setups and just farming to get caliber HSV carp setups as quickly as possible. Or, you know, getting something that you can just go farm the mess out of Belaya daytime and then nighttime, you know, rough and whatever else at Belaya. Or maybe move around, go to Old Bird for bream. I mean, that might be the other way to like quickly get a bunch of silver, even at a early stage of the game. But I don't know. I think mostly you just gotta, there's so much to learn and you just want people to have fun. The silver and XP and all that, like, I don't know. This is a lifestyle type game. It'll come. You're kind of new. You're at Bear going for carp. Need 1 level to amber. Nice. What are you catching carp on? Do you have caliber HSVs, or are you catching carp on a little bit smaller setup? What are you using as a fairly new player? You've got some hours in at this point, but ooh, that's awesome. You're making that much on bream at Mosquito? Like on feeder or float or combination or what? That's amazing. Ooh, that's rough. So he got a light pro fishing kit for Belaya. And he didn't. That's all kinds of messed up. He threw back the fish for more XP. Man, I feel bad. That's rough. That's like somebody should have explained a little more about what was going to happen. Oh, for sure, Ephraim. I mean, you've got to. It's hard to remember that because we all think about wanting to be efficient and all that. If you're not having fun, you're not going to keep playing the game anyway. Like, so it doesn't really matter how efficient you're being. Feeder with cottage. That's awesome. Great. That's amazing. I mean, that is not typically the case at Mosquito that you can do that well on bream. Every once in a while they'll be pretty good, but that's amazing. Oh. I mean, we were patient. We waited. At least the fish bites are coming a lot more often, a lot more frequent now. I still would probably be doing a little better if I could cast this bolo setup a little farther. But we're making it work. And we have been getting some pretty good bites, even like right there. Drifting down a little bit. So they haven't all been right in front of us. I don't know that I'd let it go too far down, but we're getting some bites. This was a good cast. We should get a bite here. Although it's got to come quick. I don't know. I think it's gotten past the point. That's way down there. I've never let it go this far. You think the rain slowed it down? Oh. But you do this all the way up till midnight, right? I'm gonna throw the this one again because I know I can just get it so much further. And if you want to try to catch the Yukios or whatever they're called, they seem to respond more to mayfly larvae, right? Put mayfly larvae on there with either grasshopper or dung beetle or stonefly larvae or something like that. And then it feels like you get more Yu-Gi-Ohs mixed in. Although it might also be better if you backed off to maybe like a 4 hook instead of a large one. Oh, come on. Get another nibble. Oh, interesting. Wacky on Yama. I have no idea. I hardly know how to do wacky anywhere. Wacky is a part of this game that I have not spent very much time exploring. I think on wacky, typically you do real slow retrieval, right? Just kind of let it bounce around along the bottom real slow. But I don't know. No, I don't. That's a good question, though. They do have that store, don't they, that has some specialty floats in it or something? All right. I am not getting any more nibbles. Yes, I think that's right. It's the wacky is the one you do slower than anything else, I think, with wacky. I think that's right. And you don't really get any kind of notification on the type of retrieval you're doing. I think it's just supposed to be very slow and kind of random. I mean, it was already slow. It feels like, ooh, never mind. All right. I don't want to lose it. So, I mean, I hate to move, but I also think I'm stuck on a tree. I also think we don't want the current working against us right now. All right, let's just chill for a bit here if we can. Oh, I do have one that's 6, don't I? That's a good point. Come on. Let's just see what it is. Pop your head out. He's trying to. He's trying to pop his head out. It's a dolly. It's a dolly. So this should do that challenge unless I'm not understanding the challenge correctly. Yeah, there it is. So we got that challenge done. 3 kilo insect and bolo. Interesting. All right, that was fun. That was a fun one. Ooh, you got a 20 kilo grass carp. Nice. Okay, you have the HSV and Fortuna 2 off the saving for 3. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Great job. You are in it to win it. Ahead of the game on carp fishing. Maybe tomorrow's stream we'll do a little bit of carp fishing. I almost did it tonight, but then this seemed like a fun alternative. So I'm glad we did this, but I don't think I'll get to carp fishing tonight. All right, come on. Let's do it again. It's not midnight yet. We can get one more. You're saving too, but it's hard because you keep spending money. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Sometimes you just got to spend. I mean, there's early on, especially at your level. I mean, it's like, actually, I can't remember what level you are. I get confused. But anyway, there's just so much to do. It's so overwhelming. Like, what do I prioritize? What do I want to prioritize right now? All right, that's far enough. Let's reset. $98.7 on float fishing. It's amazing how fast that bite was, by the way. Like, that hit pretty much immediately. I almost missed it. It was so fast. You're level 27. Yeah, for sure. Again, you got to do what's fun. There are things when you're level 27 that you look back to, like, decisions you made when you were level 12, and you're like, okay, well, I'd probably do that again differently if I was going back. But you didn't know, right, at the time. And it's the same thing now. When you're level 35, you'll look back to when you were 27 and be like, okay, I could have saved for this a little more quickly if I hadn't been distracted by this other thing that ended up not being that good. But you don't know that yet. And still, you need to do what's fun to you. It was kind of like, for me, it was getting the light boat rod. Like, I knew that probably wasn't... I knew there was a good argument that, like, you should just skip the light boat rod. But it was going to be so much more fun for me to be able to try out those new rig types. And you're just grinding away, like, at that point at Norway for so long anyway. You're making a lot of silver. To me, it was just like, this is what's fun. I don't know that it's the quote-unquote right decision, but it's what's fun. You ran out of raspberry pop-ups? Hey, we just hit midnight, by the way. Oh, we got that last float point during happy hour. All right. Now, if you're really into spin fishing, trolling, whatever, even marine fishing, like getting new lures is just fun. It's just fun to try new things. I get that. Just gonna try a couple casts here on the spin fishing before I pull out that other bolo rod, see what the deal is on the size of it. That's too bad. I mean, Vimba are kind of inconsistent at times, so I mean, it could be weather related or something, but or maybe the spot just changed. We've got a Boomcat in the chat. That means trophies are incoming. No pressure, Boomcat, but you have trained us to expect trophies. One day I'll catch a fish using this lure here. All right, let's look and see. So I had a 8-meter. Oh. 8-meter bolo, but we can only go up to 6 kilo. That means like those dollies and stuff would be pretty painful. All right, let's try something. So let's see, 6.2. Probably doesn't have any anywhere, right? No, so we actually could do 6.2. I mean, that's a little dangerous. We technically should probably do 5.4, but that is just not gonna be fun. But we'll try it. Large one hook. Oh, is the test different? Let's see how this looks on the test. What am I gonna... I mean, we could do something really small here. It's a 6,000 though. We can't do that, folks. Because we have the leader on, we can do this. I just can't forget and throw it without the leader on. Okay, so what I was going to test is, first of all, on a 25 clip, do we feel like we're actually getting to the end of the clip? Unlike the other one. I don't think so. Not quite. But we still might be getting a little farther. Oh, morning. Oh, okay, interesting. All right, let's try something. Let's just watch these two here for a second. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, yeah. We are definitely casting that way further. Look how much further that is. I mean, that's not even close. Okay, so I'm going to do a few casts first thing in the morning just to try this new bolo with the tiny, and then we'll probably wrap it up from there. Wait, where are you talking about? Where are you talking about, Kiksa? One match and two bottom for sturgeon. I mean, there's no sturgeon here, right? You're talking about somewhere else, I'm guessing. 346. It's not bad. I mean, plus 86 from the cafe. Yeah, that's pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, Tunguska probably. Now that's fun. If there's a really good float spot on Tunguska, and you're at a spot that's, you know, active at all for sterlet or sturgeon, and you kind of do both at the same time. I mean, that float fishing on Tunguska, just kind of like what we're seeing here, it can be really lucrative. Yes, we agree that the day was slow. I agree for sure. He made a lot similar. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. No. Tunguska. There's times Octuba, now Yama. There's some really lucrative places to float, especially once you get match rod. There is an 8-gram float for bolo. Is that in the regular store, or did you go to Seversky Donets River? Regular? Okay. So as long as your test can handle it, then that would give you a little bit more weight. Are those big Chinook salmon, the king salmon or whatever, are those active at night? Is that when you were catching those? Those are fun for sure. If you can get on a good one of those. Okay. Very small fish. What was it that we caught? It's a little grayling. Okay, interesting. I was doing like 4 rotations and then stop. And it caught that grayling. That's the first fish I've caught here on this lure or with spin in the overnight hours. A little micro grayling. Okay. It's about time to see how this goes. That is so much further out. Well, now that I've gotten that challenge done, though, there isn't as much of a reason for me to use bolo. I think I can probably use match rods with the same success. Again, this small leader makes me so nervous. I mean, we could just get into a really not fun moment here. Just waiting for a fish to get tired, basically. I mean, this is basically what, like a ultralight setup that we're using on a bolo rod. I could definitely tell a difference with how much longer this is. Everything feels different. And this one's 8 meters in length. It's just got a light load capacity. So yeah, I mean, you're totally right. If I wanted to do this with bolo, getting the longer one with a heavier load capacity would be worth it. Grayling. Oh, unfortunate. Yeah, I do think casting at this distance with these species of fish, kind of how they're biting on this, it is a little unrealistic to use more than one rod, unless you're just kind of okay with missing some of the small bites. Because I mean, with 3 rods, you're probably going to get at least one heavy bite on one of the 3 rods. I don't know. Probably just depends on like if you like the intensity of the 3 rod action or if you like the accuracy of the 1 rod. Okay. This is why you don't want to be on this size leader, by the way. Meadhorn says, how's the fishing? Painful at the moment. That's one of the new ones, isn't it? The blunt snouted linnet. Fishing has been okay. Yeah, I mean, you know, the nice thing is, even it has been a fairly slow day here this past day. But even on slow days, like the fish you're catching with match or bolo at this place are actually worth a decent amount of silver, so you're going to do all right. Hey, Emil, nice dolly again. You certainly seem like you are dialed in on this spot pretty well. You've spent the time here and you're doing some good fishing. I don't know what the trophy size is, actually. I wanted to see if I could actually catch a fish on this during the daylight hours. That's a like decent fish. I'm not sure that I can. Oh, nice, Meadorn. Have you had some fun there? Have you been fishing there a good bit, or what's going on? What are you thinking? Yeah, the sail helps, doesn't it? I mean, I can't blame you. It's so much fun if you have the disposable income to throw a little money at the game and it allows you to go to Norway. I mean, it is a blast. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I mean, then you're making some good silver. Oh, nice. You got the catfish. Well, glad it came for you. You caught a poor beagle on 30 meter. Oh, yeah, that is interesting. I bet you were a little bit sweaty when you saw that shark coming out of the water on your little setup. Halibut got away. Really? Well, I mean, I guess it's a waste in terms of XP and silver, but at least you had the experience of catching one of those monsters. I don't think I've even caught one yet. Unless I've blocked it out of my mind. Like, I don't think I've even caught one. What is this? It's a sedentary, isn't it? Decent little sedentary, maybe? Yeah, we'll take that. Some good silver. All right, let's go see how we did here. Fished after that was an 18-kilo conger. You must have thought your game was bugged out in a good way if you went from poor beagle to conger on the 34-meter hole. Yeah, we probably Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think you're probably right, especially if that cafe order is still active and if we actually got it. I'll see total amount in the fish market without cafe first, but hopefully that cafe order is relevant. We got to get to the chopper. All right, fish market is over here. 330. You're very, very right. Okay, so we did not have over 400. That stinks. We did not have the East Siberian. I'm kind of curious about something. Let's see. Where was that spot over here? It wasn't very far, right? I think it was around here. It's dead? Okay. I was just seeing if the Yugi were still here. Wait, we're going the opposite way now, aren't we? I was trying to see if these Yugi... have you caught any Yugi down at the other place at all? I mean, I don't know if you've tried the mayfly larva, but... that's one thing that helped the activity of this spot, I feel like, is that you had... those Yugi were mixed in as well. But I think you're right. I mean, the last day that I tried this spot, it seemed like it had dried up. You get them on the slim shot. Interesting. I'm not doing much at all on that slim shot. But yeah, I'm not getting any nibbles or bites here. Oh, just kidding. I said that too fast. So is this a Yugi? Did we target it and actually catch it? That's the question. No, it's another dolly. Man, that's a bummer. See if we can turn that head. We turned it. Can we keep it coming? Yeah, I think we did. We did pretty good on that one. Ooh, look at that beauty. The old rainbow trout. Yes, Meathorn, I agree. I agree with that 100%. You're trying to hit 60% before going to sleep? Nice. Where are you fishing at right now, Ephraim? This is the spot that you don't ever want to let it go like very far past you, I think. Trolling Corey. That's a good way to level up spin fishing. Especially if you have some lures that have got a good bite rate on there. Man, look at the cute little grayling. Alright, let's do one more cast. See if we can't get something weird here. Something lucky. Yeah, no, Masus do seem to be rare. I mean, so over at this spot when it first started, I would say you're probably like getting a couple of Masus a day. But definitely on the rare side, yeah, for sure. Man, it's slowed down, 100% slowed down on this first spot though. It's not the same anymore. Found a lure that got me Cory Char and Savan without getting pike. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's awesome. That sounds like a good one. And you know, sometimes it's worth using the spinner baits still at Cory, trolling those. I mean, they will sometimes hook into bigger fish, but they just have such a good bite rate. Also the like snowflakes and the pinwheels, they, especially this time of year, seem to work pretty good at Cory. Not just Belaya, so try those if you haven't. Yeah, they make more than bosses. Got a Cory Char with the black spiker. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so we're just not going to be able to do the cafe order, which is fine. We'll just cash out here. Just over 300 in silver, 345. Overall, a good time. A good time by all. All right, folks. So I am going to call it there. I'm going to rest. It's been a long day of work, but glad that I could spend a little bit of time with you all. And bonus points if you're back for tomorrow's stream. I don't, you know, you never know. Things can happen, but my hope is to stream tomorrow, maybe even for a little longer. And it may actually not be in that many hours from now. I mean, you know, maybe 11 hours from now, we're streaming again. We'll see. But I will see you soon. Tight lines, all you folks. If you're going to fish for a while longer, I hope you catch some good ones. I will catch you next time.